All right, mate, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory, episode number 32 today. Happy Sunday to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get cracking with what I would like to class this episode as sort of like little bits of kind of everything, if you get me. So if you enjoy it, please do me a little favour, hit me with a thumbs up. That'd be very kind of you on this Sunday, and subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Also, leave me a comment down below. You've seen that we're going to unlock Hoyson in this episode from the title and thumbnail. Do you think Hoyson or Calafiori is the best pick? I'm curious, because people keep saying it's an IQ test, but I don't know which way, so I think I failed the IQ test. Let me know what you think. So we start today's episode with marquee matchups, and I got a feeling I finished this on, this was from Thursday night. So this was team one still of ratings reload, but don't worry, as soon as we open the packs for this and we're done with this, we shift straight over to what would be yesterday as I was recording this episode, back from Middlesbrough after a long old trip. Unfortunately we lost, but that's going to happen from time to time, isn't it? No big deal. Luckily, we've got another game on Tuesday night. So Charlton at home, that's much more likely for us to end up with a win. So hopefully we can go ahead and get 3 points then. That would be lovely. Came back from Middlesbrough, and I'm not going to lie, I was very tired. It was sort of Saturday afternoon. The 3 p.m.s were just about to kick off, and all of that sort of stuff. And you know what? I was doing anything I possibly could to not start playing the weekend league. I just didn't feel up for it on Saturday. So obviously, I'm not going to play any weekend league games for this episode. But then, obviously, it's now Sunday as I'm filming this. It's 10:30 in the morning. Getting ready to get this up for you for midday. And I have 15 games ahead of me, and I could split them up between Sunday and Monday, or we could just go for one big 15-game run on a Sunday for tomorrow's video. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I guess it all depends on how the games are going, because if I'm going to extra time and penalties or losing games last minute, you know what that's going to do to the old mindset. It's gonna be a struggle. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you can also let me know down below in the comment section how you're getting on with your weekend league. I assume a lot of you probably will have already finished. How were the rewards? Because yeah, I'm still seeing like people with 12 and above wins get pretty much nothing from their weekend league rewards, and I want to start seeing some good pack pulls from you lot. All right, cool. So marquee matchups was not dishing out the greatest stuff, to be honest, and we open this 2 times 83, and I do get a walkout, get a female Spanish centre-back from Liga F. It's pretty much always going to be that girl Irene, isn't it? Irene Paredes. I guess it could have been Mappy Leon, who would be a higher rating, but yeah, we get the 88 rated Irene Paredes, and then Moise Keane, which is actually quite a nice one to get as well. So that was a much better 83 duo than what I've had in previous days. So ratings reload challenge number 3 is next up for a small prime electrum. Not that they're dishing out too much to us at the moment, but I'll still do it anyway, because it only cost me some silver players, and you never know if you're going to get a walkout or not. You might as well risk it for the biscuit, right? And I don't see anyone there that would be particularly worthwhile. But I've not been looking at selling my tradable players lately. I'm kind of just now going to try and build the club up a little bit until I need to buy someone. And then I'll absolutely cull the club and sell everything. But I'm going to almost try and wait until like there's a specific SBC that requires certain things, and then try and make the most out of that first owner tradable player, if possible, if that's even worth it. So I opened this 6,000 coin pack in the store. Wasn't worth it, really. I'm going to take Ivan Romero, maybe. who actually looks really quite good. He looks like a pretty solid player, to be honest. But yeah, we did that. It was 6,000 coins. It just takes me just under the 200k mark. And knowing that we haven't really got any tradable players in our club apart from Claudia Pina, who the maximum we can lose on her is 39,000 coins, then we're all good, aren't we? So I don't mind doing a little pack like that every now and again. Working on some Evos in the background. I needed to finish off, I think I had 3 games of squad battles left, so I needed to just get them played so I could secure myself the gold one for tomorrow's episode for the rewards. And there were so many Evos to do. I played so many games of squad battles yesterday. There's also something on my mind that because tonight that silver tournament or lounge, whatever it is, the live event is going to come out, and I knew I had Bobby Charlton still to get. We finally unlock him, by the way. That's 100 games done of assisting with an English player, I'm pretty sure. So welcome Icon Bobby Charlton, but the silver variant, who still has 86 shooting, so he could be a bit of a menace. And then the 2 that I've got left are Bobby Moore and Eusebio. So I don't quite manage to complete them in this episode. It would have been, I think it was about 10 p.m. last night. I was tired from my travels and stuff, and I needed to still play 13 games or something of squad battles. That's not going to happen at 10 p.m. at night, is it? So we let that one run. And this is sort of the silver team that I've come up with. It's basically the icons, if I can get hold of them, and then Ipswich players. Got a couple of little mini Evos in there, and then we'll just go out and buy some of the other Ipswich players if we want. I'm not going to go and try and be completely meta with buying the best silvers on the game, because they're probably extinct already or super expensive. But I do complete my Evos for 2 other Ipswich players, Jens Kayuste and Captain Dara O'Shea. We now have decent rated versions of those with stats that are getting towards looking all right, certainly usable in maybe a gauntlet or something as well. And then Sindrawala Ageli is going to go into one of the Evos, going to give him a +4 on dribbling. I've got a feeling with some of our silver cards, there's a chance that I might be able to boost their stats up to decent levels before we even really touch their ratings. So that would be quite good if I could potentially do that. And it would also be pretty helpful if we could just get a surge of Evos that are free to come out, that don't adjust people's rating but give half decent stats, because then I'll put them on some of those Ipswich players that I'm going to go out and buy, if you get me. So I put a fullback force evolution on Yuri Bacice, because currently he was in my starting 11, and I think we eventually finished this Wally Eggley Evo at some point too. We are then going to go and do the refreshed Prime Bronze Players Pack and the Prime Silver Players Pack. Make sure you do these, because you get extra players. I think they're all tradable as well, and you never know what you're going to get, especially that silver pack with the silver tourney coming up. You might get someone that's worthwhile either using or selling. So since we got a walkout in our last 2x83, we're going to have to go ahead and do it again, aren't we? Of course we are. This is a no-brainer. So let's go ahead and open all of our spoils from those 3 little SBCs. I'm not noticing anything crazy in the bronze one, but what you're doing is you're getting yourself 1 extra player, of which 3 of those players are rare, compared to what you put in. So you're definitely getting more for your money by completing those SBCs. Even if you're super rich club and stuff, you might as well do that, because it's turning one thing into something more, and in Ultimate Team that's never a bad thing. So yeah, submit untradables, get tradables back. It's a way to get a few extra coins for your club. Now we do get a walkout here. It's a CDM from Italy from the Prem. It's going to be Sandro Tonali. Singular walkout, but hey, you know what? I'll take an 86. Kind of need to start rebuilding the fodder after the hero pack the other day. And of course, there's been a couple of good SBCs that have come out recently, which I would quite like to get my hands on. And it's difficult to do so when your club is pretty empty. So Tonali and Alex Baena, welcome to the club. You will be useful for us. Now, this is the silver team, like I mentioned before. Going to go out and buy the players that are concept there that aren't the icons. Obviously, you can't go out and buy them. But just buying the best cards in class, basically, for what we've got in terms of stats and stuff that would be most usable for a silver team. We buy Harry Clark. We buy Marcelino Nunez and Jack Clark as well, and then I think we need to get Connor Townsend at left back as well. Those are silver options for Ipswich Town at this point in time, and of course, I could buy others, but you know we've got the icons that were going to fit in those positions anyway. So yeah, I mean they're going to be better, aren't they? They're quite well statted for silver cards. So that's probably going to be the team that I use in the tournament if I could get my squad battles done in order to get that. I think Bobby Moore I'm the most far off. I think I'm a few games, like 7 games off of getting Eusebio, and then 13 or 14 games off of getting Bobby Moore. It'll happen at some point, don't worry. But yeah, it's just taking its sweet time. There's lots of squad battles matches that go into getting those ones done. Fair play if you've got all of those icons already. You've been sweating it harder than I have. But we're going to spend our fodder now and a few coins because that Huijsen is not going to complete itself. And I figured that it would work out quite well for our club. And at least, like, even if he's not the greatest right now, it's a really good base for, like, an Evo in the future. And a Spanish centre-back, Real Madrid, 6'6", 5-star weak foot, all of that stuff is just, like, that's probably going to be pretty useful somewhere down the line. I've seen people saying that Eder Militao's better, so why would you bother getting Huijsen? Well, obviously, you could play both if you wanted to get the chemistry and whatnot. But yeah, just a dynamic image, a special card, different to Eder Militao completely, being absolutely massive and lengthy and 5-star weak foot and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, that was my argument for doing this. And you can't lose coins once you've completed an SBC on a player. So that's definitely more the route I'm going down at the moment, trying to preserve my coin balance and just get untradeable players for the club because they're pretty useful. So we watch the players roll around. Dean Huijsen pops up first. Is it Huijsen or Hausen? Not sure. And then Calafiori, the Italian from Arsenal, pops up. I imagine lots of people will complete this. Premier League, super popular. Lots of Arsenal fans. I'm sure loads of people will have Calafiori. But we decided to get the 6'6", 5-star weak foot, 78 pace. Good dribbling stats as well. 87 defending, 83 physical. And I like intercept. I particularly like intercept. So yeah, welcome to the club. The Spaniard who used to play for Bournemouth. I'm still remembering times of when Nathan Broadhead made him sit down, though, as he scored against them in our victory away at Bournemouth last year in the Premier League. Yes, I'm living in the past. Let me live. Anyway, we get someone here with... Is that Enforcer? I think that actually is Enforcer, isn't it? Kleindice. He's got 88 physical and he's massive, if I remember correctly. So he's got Enforcer Plus. Just needs about 25 pace added to him and he'll be all right. But from one of the tradable packs that we got from completing that Huijsen SBC, we actually get a Brazilian manager. They go for about 4,000 coins. So that's, you know, saved us or brought us some of the coins back that we spent. I literally bought 2 players. I bought an 85 and an 86, I think. So probably spent 10k, 15k, whatever it costs to do that, to get this card completed. Now, I've run out of shadows and anchors, so I think a Sentinel's going to have to do for now for Dean, but that's okay. You know, at some point I'll get the shadow or the anchor and I'll pop that on him as well. He's quick enough as it is. He's got Deadly Leddy next to him too, and it does bring Furlong Mendy back into the squad. So I decided to put Ball Distributor on him to get his passing up a little bit. And then, as you can see here, completed our Silver Evo for the Ipswich Town Wonder Kid. Up to 74 dribbling now. I can multiple. I can stack that particular Evo on him, get him up to early 80s for dribbling at some point as well. But I decided that we're going to go all in on Marcus Rashford. I've given him Tiki Taka. I just think that could work for him. And we're going to go left wing dynamo. If I hadn't already given Ball Distributor out twice, I could have got him up to 80 passing as well, which would have looked quite nice on the cards. But don't worry about that. That's okay. We'll be all right. We can... Oh yeah, nearly. We haven't quite completed those Evos yet. We'll get them done though, don't you worry. And then I'll be able to... So once we've done this... I can obviously then start a second Evo if I wanted to, because we can only do 2 at a time. But Ferland Mendy is becoming more and more usable every time we Evo him. And then Rashford gets up to 84 dribbling here. But I've only done this one because it was free, and 2 because the paid Evo that we're about to put him into, Born to Shine, which is pretty popular. I think Rashford is the most popular choice for this one. We could get him up to 85 dribbling instead of 84. So that works out quite nicely for me. The better the dribbling on this card, the better. And he's going to get massive physical boosts as well. Stamina, like I think it says, yeah, plus 18 stamina on him. So that is going to be pretty awesome. Now, I'm at 39 out of 50 for Bobby Moore, so 11 games left on him. What about the Portuguese Panther? Yeah, 7 games left on him. I've got 11 games of squad battles to play, and I'll get me icons. So I think I could probably get that done over the next couple of days easily. But yeah, we come towards the end of the episode. Loads gone on there, but the key thing for my sanity yesterday was that I didn't play any foot chance games. That was a future lasty problem, and the only problem with that is that I am now in the future, and that's a now lasty problem. I got 15 games of champs to play. Oh dear. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the video today, please do me a little favor on this fine Sunday and hit me with a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new. Follow me on socials. All the links are down below. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Enjoy the Liverpool Man U match, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.